All right, and hello and welcome everyone to Cybercast episode 304, the Transformer and Action Figure Podcast Show. Today we've got about a month's worth of stuff to take a look at, but it's all interesting stuff. So the stuff that was just kind of minor teases, I really didn't bother with too much. We'll wait till we get full pictures going on with that, but no topics or anything like that. So we'll just start into introductions, and we'll start with Dalton.
I'm Dalton. You can find me everywhere, DaltoniaSTF, YouTube, Daltonia95, and of course, today here with a hoarse voice because I've been dealing with sinus crap the past couple weeks, or past week. So, fun.
I'm Rick. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter occasionally as Shatrdglassjazz.
And you can find me, G1Xtron, on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Also, haven't had one in a very long time, but if you guys are longtime viewers and you haven't shown it off in a long time, or you got a new setup, you want to do that, or if you're a new viewer and you would like to show off your collection so everyone in our community can see it, however big your collection is, if it's small, that's fine. You're just starting out, that's fine. If you've been collecting for a long time, then you're going to take more pictures, but however many your collection demands, take that amount of pictures and then send it in an email to me at g1hextron@gmail.com. If you've got to send multiple emails, like 10 or something, just make sure you label them like 1 of 10, 2 of 10, and so on. Also, if you want to be shouted out by YouTube channel, Instagram, or whatever, you got something you do really cool over there, make sure you include that, and we'll shout that out as well. Sport, where can people find you, man?
Here on YouTube at Sportimus. Sportimus Prime on Instagram and Twitter.
Mike, he's in the chat. He says moist voice. Moist voice. And action figure expert also joins us and says hello. What's up, guys? And how are you guys doing today?
What's up?
Doing all right.
I think Mike was talking about my voice. I said it was hoarse.
Yeah. He said you got moist voice. So, anyways, your item of the month.
All right. I guess since I'm going first, mine is the new Lego. I guess this is done in the same vein as Ultimate Collector Series, but the DeLorean that just came out just a week and a half ago.
Oh, sweet.
So I've got it set up in the 2 version because that's my favorite version of the DeLorean. Like I know everyone, the part 1 is the most iconic, but for me, it's the 2 with the hover conversion.
It is.
And Mr. Fusion.
I think so.
Yep.
And of course, you get a light up brick for the flux capacitor.
Sweet.
The hood trunk opens. You get a hoverboard, the plutonium. You also get little minifigures of part 2 versions of Doc and Marty. So it's even got the gull wing doors. You get the time circuit switch in there. So
does it come with a DMC mechanic to repair that sucker since they break down all the time?
Nope. But it does have the DMC logo. It is an actual licensed DeLorean.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
So yeah, I
flight stand. This got a flight stand.
Nope, but it does have these 4 little clear bricks to make it look like it's hovering above the ground. I might see if I can find
you could build
like
a
Lego
flight stand.
It is Lego.
Someone's made stand for some of those Lego car models.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to look up and see where I can find one.
Nice.
So, yeah, I really love this set. It was like a 3.5 hour build for me. Yeah, a lot of little plates and tiles, and there's some Technic stuff for the frame, but I enjoyed it. Got my mind off things. So
nice.
All right. What you guys think?
I'm gonna go with it's more than one item, but it's the same brand. I'm gonna go with Gargoyles. The only thing, and I've gotten in a bunch of stuff, the usual suspects. This is really the only thing that interests me this last month or two. And I know that's weird, but like, I just needed something a little bit fresh. And I remember when Gargoyles was announced, we did talked about it a little bit on the show. And now that they're out and, there's more than one of them, I don't know, man.
I need her.
Oh, you found
It's one of
Demona?
those things. I'm in the same spot I was as far as like I wish it wasn't NECA, but at the same time, at least there's gargoyle figures, and they're good. They're not bad figures. I haven't had, knock on wood, I haven't had any breakage or issues. I've messed with them enough where if it was going to break, it would have. But I have been very careful, and I heated it up so much that like I about burnt my thumbs off, when I went to heat them up with the heat gun. But even like the Bronx comes with the folded cape for.
Yeah.
Now this is what we wanted to begin with. To be fair, at least I think most people. And I'm actually okay if they don't come with the flying wings. I'm actually okay if they didn't. I don't know if everybody feels like that, but
I'd kind of prefer it, honestly.
I like the
yeah. I mean, that's what I want is that Goliath with the folded wings. And I don't know who you have to buy to get the folded wings for Demona, but they need to figure that out.
Watch it be
probably
Lexington. A couple of them need to come with folding wings with Lexington because that sucker's small.
Yeah,
I agree.
And they're gonna put one with the girl, the human, whatever, Lisa.
Lisa Maza or whatever.
I don't remember what it is. But.
Yeah, I hope that's what they do because they need to have the folded wings. And I will say that the sculpts that they've been showing off for the next few, especially Hudson, and I realize Hudson's got a little more detail anyway because he's the old guy and he's got the scar and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But that one looks exceptionally good. I thought Brooklyn looked good, but I think Hudson looks amazing.
I really want the Brooklyn that comes with a motorcycle and the jacket and everything.
I'd like that.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I'm deterred. Like whatever, if they do start showing like extra stuff, and people are always like, y'all say you want extra stuff, but you won't put your money where your mouth is. I am determined, and even if I had to cut out multiple lines of action figures I'm collecting right now, I'm going deep with this one unless mine start breaking and I start to get frustrated. I'm going to go all in on anything that they make on this, at least for now. I'm all in.
But watch them make a Xanatos, and then they give the folded wings for Demona to him.
Yeah, I would troop build too if they do the Steel Clan and both red or gray, whatever they want to do. The Thalog versions from the Future Tense episode, like I'm talking specific. I'm 100% all in because I'm kind of, I hate to say it, Transformers doesn't excite me lately. He-Man is kind of getting stale. G.I. Joe does, but I think with the shipping problems and everything that we've experienced with Black Series and G.I. Joe, my excitement level has dipped, and I think that's normal because it's been months since I got any figures.
Yeah.
But having these gargoyles and going back and watching the episodes and stuff, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And I'm not crazy that it's NECA, but it's what we have at this point.
Yeah, the other thing is like Thundercats. Like I just saw that Wave 3 hit my pile of loot where I still don't have Wave 2. And we still don't have Chitara. And I even looked on the Wave 3 and it's like, yeah, you pre-ordered this like back in like June of 2020. It was like 2020. It was like, dude, we're coming up on almost 2 years since I pre-ordered this third wave, and I still don't have the second wave or Chitara from the first wave yet.
Yep,
they're just waiting to ship it with your MP Galvatron.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
On the Super 7 thing too, I just want to complain about this one little thing too. Being that we have waited this long, I noticed that my Tigra, Mumra, Groon, that wave had shipped on April 1st or 2nd. And I have yet to receive them. So that tells me that even though we've waited like 2 years or more for this wave of figures, this dude has put this thing in like some kind of ground parcel, whatever the cheapest mailing you could possibly do. That is what he used. And I've always been in the middle on Super 7. I'm not the person who's calling them out like a lot of people do.
Right.
That rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah,
we've waited over 2 years, and I feel like the least he could do with all of the pre-orders that we've got 3 waves of pre-orders for most of the brands, and some of the brands haven't shipped wave 1 yet. I feel like the least he could do is to at least send it, something that would get here within 7 days. I feel like that's not a lot to ask, is it?
Yeah.
7 days? Because it didn't.
And remember,
It's still not here.
going back like what is it, like 3 years ago, whatever. It's like whenever we saw the first wave of Thundercats, and we were like, okay, tell us the next wave, tell us. And he was like, his whole thing was, it was with Turtles and Thundercats was, I want to make sure that you get this wave in before we show off the next wave. That way you have them in hand and you can feel the quality and stuff like that. Now then it changed where it's like, dude, they've got their hands in so many baskets.
Yep, too many.
Like, yep, I think it's too much too.
Yeah, they're in. I totally forgot about that. They were doing Silverhawks.
Yeah.
And then Disney they're bringing in Disney stuff, and just like, dude,
the G.I. Joe, and
it's
a couple of different G.I. Joes, and they got their reaction figures that they make tons of and stuff like that. Right. And they have something else going on as well, to where I'm like, I feel like this is still a small company. This isn't Hasbro, So
yeah, and the thing is, there are other small companies now that are out there doing things, like whether it's McFarlane he's out there doing his thing. He's still private, and you've got Bobby Valla with Valaverse doing his thing. So there's other people who have come in and are showing you what they can do. They haven't gobbled up all these. McFarlane has his license, but Valaverse hasn't yet. I'm assuming he will have some other licenses soon, because it's going to grow. But if you look at what he's done customer service wise, like, it's pretty amazing. And I got my stuff in 3 days. So he's not cutting corners, and he is showing you what they can do when you're a smaller company. I like it. Who doesn't like that,
Mm-hmm.
And then while everybody else paid the cheapest shipping method, and the process right now of getting their containers off the water and to everyone to ship out, we know some of the companies are taking the cheapest route, of course. And then we've got someone like him, and he paid about 10 times, from what I understand, the shipping rate to make sure that first customer experience was a good one. So I don't know, man. I feel like Brian, like I said, I've always been in the middle. The product is still good. I got the new Thundercats with the snowman and Hook Mountain and Lynxo. I got that wave, and they're really nice. There's no flaws in the figures when I handled them, and they still feel really nice. I'm really into them. I like them. They look good, but you can't just get by on that. I feel like the customer experience is worth something too. So anyway, sorry to drag that out.
Yeah, we said no topic, but I mean, I feel like that was good. I mean, it needed to be said, because like we said, we collect a bunch of stuff, and the price is increasing. I just saw that Black Series is going to be going up to $28 now. And we just had a price increase. So like the stickers from the price increase they just did haven't even fully like grabbed onto the little pegs yet, to where they're about to get scraped off and jacked up again. And at this point, if you're collecting multiple lines, I don't see how you don't just cherry pick now. Because we're people that were completists to go to cherry pick. I don't see any people going from cherry picking to completist. That transition doesn't work. It does take a step back to where, hey, you're making more money per figure, but also like people are buying less figures, so like it kind of evens, we'd have to see the exact numbers to fit, see where it's happening, but you can't just be like, oh, we're, even though we did the price increase, people are buying a lot less. Plus, the prices of everything else, your food, your gas, everything is gone up. So you have to take care of that. You got to take care of your business first, your family first. And your hobby is your hobby. But it's like, yeah, we have to deal with that. And then you can't just be like, well, since they're buying less, maybe if we just increased more. Like, no, you don't understand why people are buying less. Like if it was still at that $20, $22, like people would still be getting in there, being completist. But you're talking about increasing to 28 from 20, so you're talking about 40% increase.
Yeah, I think the one that's I'll call them out right now. I think the brand that will suffer the most is Transformers. A lot of us are buying other things, but I think we've already started to see it. I think maybe not having the right team right now, currently, along with the price increases and how competitive it is right now with 80s and 90s nostalgia. Transformers, I think they're the first in trouble. That's my feeling.
Because Dalton and I were talking earlier before we went live. He was like, "Hey, I like this iguana," and I'm like, "I won't buy it." I was like, "Look at the scale," because you already sold me on this whole line of like little pretenders. Hey, this is how we're gonna do them, and it's like, okay, cheap, like that's perfect, and you get a little headmaster. That was a genius idea to do it that way. And now you're going to come out with some other ones and like, hey, we'll finish up the rest of them with like a totally different size. Like, nope, I'm out. And like, I don't even care if they do all of them. I'm like, no, you sold me on the little ones. I like that idea. It was plain. It was simple. I collected them all, and you could have just topped me off. That's like coming out with the Dinobots and like, hey, leader class, Grimlock, leader class, Slag, leader class Slut, and then the other two, you're like, let's just do deluxes or something like that. It's like, no,
that would suck.
Yeah,
that would really make me mad if they did that with the Dinobots.
And people have let it slide. If you think about it, like they've always said they will complete the thought eventually, and sometimes that's true with their seekers or their core seekers or their deluxe seekers or whatever size seekers. The Insecticons, they will complete a thought, but my problem is they evolve too much sometimes in a line where they can't complete a thought. So I totally agree with the pretender thing. I think they should have finished them off, even if they were small. I think most of us were okay with it.
And that was another price point too. It was a very simple price point. It's something that I know that my nephew comes over that I could pull those out and play with him, with it, because it's very simple. Hey, here's the little pretender shell. Open it up. Here's a little guy in there.
I like when the team stays the same too. In my since let's say back when like Aaron Archer was there. If you look at through the years, the things that I gravitated to and was excited about the most came from two people who were there, as far as I know, the longest, and that was Archer and Warden. And I think, and that this isn't just a toy brand, but I think all brands can benefit, whether it's a Kevin Feige and dealing with the MCU. I like the idea of everything is filtering through the same dude who has a really good vision and his hand on finger on the pulse for a few years more than maybe they like to do in that industry. That's just my opinion. That's my, what I've liked over the years. Those two eras for me gelled the most, and we got the most out of it. I like having a central person who understands the brand and letting it filter through their vision and not letting upper management and the prices and all of the things that you have to deal with being a public company kind of be the enforcer. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure there's people on the team right now that are fighting to get things, that they know us, the fans, that we want. I'm sure they're there.
I'm sure there's people on the team that do that, but also I'm sure that there are the head corporate guys like looking at like, hey, where can we cut 50 cents and let's not paint the rims. That cuts 50 cents.
Absolutely.
But then if we sell whatever, 10,000 units and save 50 cents, there's that extra money. And then, there's another figure. So there's all that extra money. And we just know that's, that's not going to the creators or anything like that. That's going to
their pockets.
Yeah. That's their I have a house in the Hamptons fund, as like my old supervisor used to say. So.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, Sport.
All right. Well, I got a few things. Make it quick.
All right.
I got into the DC Universe Multiverse line. It's the Joker, but I got quite a few other figures back there that I actually opened. And I am cherry picking that line. He does mostly Batman anyway, so that's easy, right? But I'm not getting all of them. Just a few key.
Yeah, ones. I was about to say you're still spending a ton of money if you're like, look, I'm cherry picking. I'm only going to be buying Batman.
Yeah. Well, after I said that in my mind,
you're going to be buying
a
lot of Batman still.
Yeah. Well, I'm still cherry picking, believe me. But the next one I found was at Target. That's the Silver Streak, which is blue.
Yeah, I saw him today.
I saw him one time. They bought him out. Watch out, guys! This thing is open. So
people are popping the heads off like they were with LeBron James last year.
Yep, that's what happened here too, sadly. So watch out, or they're destroying the packaging. That's another thing that they're doing.
Hey, how do you think they did not see that coming? Was there a conversation and they were like, "Oh, we can eat that cost"? What?
I don't think it even
How did
came
that
up.
ever happen?
They don't think about it. Is what the problem is.
I don't think they thought. I don't think they thought
that one.
Either they did, either that, or they did, and they just don't care.
They're disconnected from the store, man. That's the way it's always.
Yeah, I think they have to damage them out.
I think they're taking their chances. They're gonna learn the hard way.
Well, and the cardboard is just so much thinner now compared to
it's garbage.
Kingdom. Yeah,
the artwork is amazing. Like Drag Strip Kickback, for example, the artwork is amazing, and they're printing it on garbage.
Well, or the things that leaked this week.
At this
really
point,
nice box art.
Just put it in just those boxes like that came like you would need to do the stormtroopers or little army builders. Just put it in the little plastic bag and stuck it in like a artless little box. And
then give you like a link or something for an art that you can print out yourself or just have it as your wallpaper.
I mean, I like the little cards away for years. So.
Yeah.
Did you guys did anybody else keep the cards that they did for years? The artwork cards? I
kept like Titans Return.
I like them.
Yeah, I like those too.
It's a way to save the art and it doesn't take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put them in the baseball card.
It's not made of plastic either.
Yeah.
Correct.
And something that really made me happy, I found this in the wild at Walmart. They only had one. You can't see it very well, but it's the bat.
Wow.
G.I. Joe bat. I actually found one. Oh my gosh.
I have an extra Alley Viper. So
I might hit you up on that.
So let me know. Otherwise I'm taking it to Little Rock Comic Con.
I'm in the Masterverse stuff. The Masters Universe Masterverse. The Scare Glow is oh my god, awesome. Unfortunately, it doesn't really glow except for the head, but otherwise, as a figure, I like him. The cape is not that bad either.
It doesn't glow.
The head glows.
It's like getting a stinkor.
It's not enough.
No stink.
Yeah. And then, last but not least, I got Man at Arms, which is almost like the classics level of awesome. He looks much better in hand. Oh, he is. The paint.
He's a really nice one. If I had to pick like two, I picked two, he'd probably be in the top two.
Oh yeah,
he did turn out pretty good.
He turned out. I mean, nothing beats the classics. I'm not saying it does, but this thing comes really close. I mean,
I like him.
He came out really well, which says a lot because a lot of these other figures they're good, but this guy just stands out for me. So that's my haul.
And their ankles are stronger. I mean,
everything is tight. Yeah.
Yeah, with the classics, we all know where their flaws are, and the ankles were always their flaw.
Looks like we have Art joining us. He says, "Hello, everyone. Hope all you guys are doing great. Toy Mafia says what's up. Action Figure Expert says at least the leader size figures do not have the open package. So
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that comes another problem.
Yes.
You can't see what they swapped it out with when you go to pick it up.
Yeah.
you got to
That's
open
a
it in
problem.
store.
Yeah, you go
I
get
would,
you go get
yeah.
the new clean Galvatron. They throw the dirty Galvatron or the Titans Galvatron in
Oh,
it.
that is for real happening for me.
Yeah,
They've done that with the Starscream too.
I'm
Yeah,
because
you get
like,
the-
hey, I got the bad shoulders or whatever, or elbows, whatever the hell it is, and then I got all that crap on it. I'm just gonna be like, yo, this is not the right Galvatron I'm supposed to be in here. So you need to damage this one out, and hopefully they fix their stuff. So
or like with Blitzwing, they throw in the Thrilling 30 version.
I wouldn't mind that actually, but
Ew.
I'm kidding. But,
that weird bullet train looking one, dude, that thing was a mess.
well, that was Astro Train, right?
Or the
that was
Astro train, yeah.
Oh,
whatever that one
the
was.
classics.
No,
the
Not
Titans.
the classics.
the Titans Return.
Oh,
Titans Returns, dude.
That was bad.
That thing looked terrible. Whenever they came out and they were like, I'm like, who the hell is that? And they're like, okay, look at this Astro Train. I'm like, what?
What
All
is
right.
that?
So I got a few things as well. I got the Bronx. He was cool. I got some Ninja Turtles. Got some Star Wars. But my main. Got this bad boy here.
There we go.
Yeah. I got my scope. Yeah.
Not for children.
Yeah.
For
Came with
adults
a
that are
case.
responsible.
So, probably gonna go to range for the first time Monday. I'm gonna try to find one that's got long enough to where I can do some pistol work and then take this out there as well. But yeah, dude, that sucker's awesome, man. But I guess let's get into screen share here.
If I had the voice for it, I'd go with the reference to right into the news thing.
Well, here you go, Takara.
Oh, it's the same thing, just different pictures.
You know what I love seeing, even though I'm not going to buy this, I love just looking at this and seeing painted rims.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get them for my G2 Megatron that I got.
Yeah, the only thing is Hasbro doesn't know how to use G2 symbols on him. He's supposed to be from the G2 universe. Why is he using G1 universe logos?
That's a good question.
I mean, just like the G2 Megatron, Sandstorm, and Ramjet.
Yeah.
And people are complaining about this trailer not being chrome. Like, he'd never had a chrome trailer. That was Scourge.
No, he never had it. He never had this. Yeah, that was Scourge.
Scourge will probably not have one either. So let's be honest.
Yeah, it'll probably just be painted silver, if anything.
So your difference, I mean, see how much cleaner than.
Yeah, man. I remember taking all that off one night.
It's easy to do.
It was super easy. Just a paper towel and some isopropyl alcohol.
Yep. I don't know if it's
really
that easy
one or
on
two
every
slides.
one of them, but that one is pretty easy.
Yeah.
Now, what would have made me want to get it is if they'd cleaned it up and used a more bluer shade of purple like he was in the movie. Like if they had done that, I probably would have double dipped.
Then they're probably going to come out with another one. And
oh God, Dalton! Now they're going to do it.
Well,
you
quadruple dip.
There's already 4 of these. Isn't there 4 of these or 3 of these?
Yeah, I've got 3. I've got 3 out of 4 now.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I got the clear one. Left on, left.
Oh, they got the G1 toy color too. Yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Dalton,
which that one looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And then a new blurb variant. So here's your regular one, right? And then he's got a variant head where he's like smirking.
See, I think I like that better for regular Blaster than I do the grumpy looking face.
Just the straight
Blaster
face.
was always a happy and chill guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd prefer this. Well, actually, since they're gonna be open packaging, you can just take your old head and swap.
Swap it.
Make
Yeah,
the
just
Well,
buy it,
customized
swap
for
it,
you.
return
lot
it.
of people
You
are
don't even have
thinking
to
that-
swap it. Just come up there with your current
Yeah.
blaster head and just pop it off, pop
Click,
that, on,
clack, yeah.
No,
that one on.
some
and-
people. Some people are saying that this is for an upcoming repaint that I don't know if we're got it in the lineup or not, or if it's
Yeah,
for
it's right
next
The
year.
SG stuff, the SG one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then just have packaging for Motormaster, but
I
I've
mean,
seen
with the
painted
with these-
rims in the picture.
Yeah.
well, go back to the first picture where it showed the top of the box, because that's an
I
actual
see
toy
painted
shop.
rims. I see the painted rims.
Yep.
For that price
I mean,
point,
he's commander class, so he's gonna have a little bit more love. put into the
Rodimus.
paint. Well,
Yeah.
I say that, and then Rodimus did not.
Yeah.
So, what am I even saying? I mean, we're gonna see pictures of these on Tuesday. I guarantee that these are just early, like, oops.
Now I
Yeah.
hope he comes with good hands and feet, and not that stupid Blitzwing hands that we have seen. with
No,
the Blitzwing
I think those are
figure.
just for Blitzwing, just to
I hope
bump
so.
up the price.
All right, speaking of Blitzwing,
Hey.
I saw a lot of people like, oh, he's not very good. I'm like, I dig him. Like,
Yeah,
what did people not like? I think
the
it was
nose
the jet
cone
mode or
sticking out.
something.
Yeah, the jet mode. But the
Okay,
note,
and then the nose
Well,
cone here.
this is fine because he always had like a this kind of piece sticking out on the G1. So
Yeah.
I don't have a
both
problem with
cartoon
that.
and toy.
yeah. But the jet mode is what they're really complaining about.
See,
What the hell's
every
going
time
on
I see
there?
those hands, I think of Armada Demolisher.
Every time I see those
I don't
hands, I
know what-
wonder why. Why?
It's
That
just to bump
actually
up the
comes
price,
with 'em?
just like with Astro Train coming with his slippers.
Yeah. But this is even more useless.
Yeah, like dude, this is getting thrown in the bin with all the
I
other
can see it
useless
for
stuff.
some like funny photos or whatever.
So I guess this is what people were unhappy with. Like,
Yeah.
two modes look really good, and it's a triple changer, and this doesn't look terrible.
No,
I can live with it. I'm fine with it.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean,
the end of the
I'm
world.
okay. I'm okay with it. I mean,
It doesn't offend me
But-
to the point where I hate it. You know?
how
He's
many
going to be
silver
spending
bolts
most
have
of
we
his time
bought
in robot
over the
mode,
years?
anyways.
Yep.
I love the head.
Yep, robot mode looks fantastic.
Yeah, I love that.
Mhm.
I mean, it's got
And
the
a lot
look-
of people are mad about the fake wings in robot mode because the real wings form his legs.
right.
Why you would want those though? Like it's like you.
Well,
you'd
it's
want
the
it.
fact that they're fake and not the actual wings that people are up in arms about.
Look, these people that complain about this stuff, they're not like engineers and stuff. Like,
I think a lot of it comes from all of the third-party attention that triple changers have gotten over the last few
Yeah.
years, and a lot of people that are really into Transformers, they've dipped into 3P or more 3P than they are mainline now. What's left of them, I think they're a dying breed, myself included, because I've really shifted how much I buy the 3P. But I think that's where the comparisons would come from, right? Because in the main line, triple changers have always been triple changers,
Yep.
Our expectations have been tempered.
yeah,
Well, Action Figure Expert actually kind of brings up a good point. Those arms could be for the Energon monster gimmick. That's also part of this whole combining weapons thing.
I mean, I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, I like it. I see
Yeah.
quite a bit of paint
Yeah.
as well. I mean, it makes me happy. I love that there's paint right there in the chest and the head where it makes it a bright yellow, and it's not just yellow plastic to where it looks dull. I'm glad it looks painted.
Proportions look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
Well,
like
there's
at
hardly any
least
hollow spots.
That too.
if he's better, if they're better than the last time we got him in the main line, a lot of times that says a lot to me, especially robot mode, which is the mode most people are going to display it in.
Well, then also,
well-
you know, as we've been experiencing for the last 10 years, people are judging it and bashing it before they get it in hand, and by the time they get it in hand, they like it a lot more than they thought when they first looked at it. I don't know why people aren't learning this by now.
Yeah.
Like I was judging the hell out of Skids, and he's actually not all that bad.
Well,
I remember before we got
he's still not great,
but
but he's not the worst figure ever.
Before we got Rodimus, I think most of us were saying it looked mediocre. It looked pretty good, but I think everyone on our show, when they got Rodimus in hand and messed with it, we all liked it more than we did just judging it by the pictures. It was a good experience.
Just had one gripe from that figure, so
yeah, which is pretty good. One gripe is pretty good.
Gripe, yeah.
I can't wait for these 3, but that's just me.
That's Walmart. Man, Walmart, it is clogged with Beast Wars stuff.
It is.
Well,
I can't believe they raised the
for
price.
no reason.
Yeah.
They already had the stuff in stock and they still raised the price. Like,
you know,
like everything's going up. You know, we got to get this stuff shipped over. Like plastic's going up. It's like you already have it in stock.
Optimus Primal went from
it's already
49
here.
to 56. Yeah.
You're not having to ship it or make it. It's already here in store. What you mean?
They clearanced the Cheetor and Rat Trap. I don't know why they aren't at least lowering it a little bit for Megatron and Primal to make room for Scorponok and
it's weird.
Tigatron, and then these 2 that are coming up here next couple seconds. But I'm excited for these 3 legacy figures, and I've got Cybershark pre-ordered. I already have Wolfang, so don't need him.
I mean, I think this part is cool, like the retro stuff. I think it's cool for people who don't have it already. Like I really do think it's cool. Like if you have some Beast Wars, but there's a few you don't have, and they happen to release them. And let's face it, these aren't mainline characters.
No, these
I
are
think
non-show
that's cool
characters.
for those. It's cheaper. I don't know what the aftermarket is on them now because I've got most of the Beast Wars figures that I wanted back years ago. But
I mean,
if
I can look it up right now if you want me to.
They fetch a pretty penny.
I would assume that it's cheaper to buy these if you just want them on your shelf, you know, to occupy that spot. I like that. I mean, I like that they're doing that.
Well, yeah, he goes from anywhere from $20 to $50 for Wolfang.
Price increases, it may be cheaper to go vintage. You know,
that's what I was wondering. I don't know. Maybe it will be.
Well,
for some. I don't know how.
What Hasbro did is they changed the bubbles on these. Like Wolfang, for some reason, has this weird square bubble with his 2 missiles off to the side.
Yeah.
And then Cybersharks is a little bit different. It's not quite the regular smooth round bubble that we're used to with Season 1 style Beast Wars.
I think the Kenner logo is so stupid to put on these things.
If it's better than that Generations authentic logo.
And then your Masterpiece crosscuts, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just realized I don't need to get him because I don't have Road Rage anymore.
God, I haven't bought an MP in a long time. Maybe Tigatron? Maybe? I can't remember. Maybe that was the last one.
Oh, I'm selling my MPs as well. So
it's been a long time.
Really?
Dude, like if you want to pick up on some like hard finds like Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain, Super 7, like my MPs, some other stuff that I'm letting go there. Like you can find some like hard to get stuff at Mike's Little Rock Comic Con this year.
The Saline County Comic Convention?
Yeah. And it's, I mean, like, I'm not going to have hardly any, like, cheap stuff. You know, like, I ain't messing with people that are trying to mess with, like, $20 stuff. Like, it's all high dollar.
Yeah, you want cheap stuff, go get Generations at Walmart.
Well, there's going to be plenty of booths down there that's got, like, you know, dollar buckets and a bunch of stuff that's incomplete or broken arm or something like.
Or just random accessories.
Yeah, just, like, there's, you know, a few of those booths there. I'm like, dude, come to mine. You're going to have the box. You're going to have like all the accessories, everything. And it's going to be mint.
Yeah, when it comes to Crosscut, I'll just wait for the Generations one to put with Kingdom Road Rage.
Yeah.
Now, I think this guy does look good. Well, I actually like the other version they have, their purple one. I think the Fanstoy Sovereign or whatever his name is does look good. But with MPG on Galvatron coming out this year, I don't know why you would buy this one.
I want this.
You got 3 months or 2.5 months left.
I want this so bad.
I get the full year.
Pre-order sold out. I missed it.
Yeah.
Are they only making like 200 of them? What's their numbers
idea.
now? I was just curious.
No idea.
Well, because they always sell out.
What's Fans Toys?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my point is, how low are those numbers now in 2022?
There's not as many people buying them as what there
No.
used to be. Like if you think
Yeah.
like a few years ago, like the third party
Small
crowd
crowd.
was getting pretty large, and they were
Yep.
some of the more vocal people as well. But like,
Yep.
now you don't really hear about it very much.
I got that on pre-order at least.
It's part of their strategy, and I don't blame them. It's smart.
I like how they're
numbers
doing
low.
both.
Yeah, I got the Japanese version.
US extra trains.
It's always more attractive when it's hard to get.
At least I got that one.
And then Mastermind Creations.
Ooh, finally putting out third regardless, huh?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
This is one that I would originally, a few years ago, I would have bought this, but it's been a while. And
His feet look weird to me.
I'd probably get it to go with my HasLab Victory Saber.
well, do we think that Hasbro's gonna give us this figure?
I
don't know.
I wonder
I don't know what this
There was
one-
years
Victory
ago.
Saber's sold.
I would have said no years ago, but now I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I'm not sure.
Looks
He got
good,
some
though.
big hands.
Know what to say about
Yeah,
big
its
hands.
proportions are a little
Big gloves.
weird. I'm not a big fan of his feet either.
At least he's got a decent chicken mode.
Yeah, and he'll be made well because that company. I like
yeah.
everything I've bought
Definitely.
from them.
I think I've got to where it's like, I want them. I'm not gonna chase anything anymore. Like
Mhm.
like you said earlier, it's like, I would go after them, but will Hasbro make them? Was like, nope, not going to. It's like if Hasbro makes them, like, cool, all right, I'll get it. But if Hasbro never makes them, then I'm like, all right, fine then. Like I'm done chasing stuff. Like they worn me out.
Now the question is are they going to do a Lyle Kaiser?
I would hope
The only companies that have done it are TFC, and then now Iron Factory is doing one.
Well, Hasbro did one, but I mean,
I'd like to have one.
It wasn't good.
I mean, I'd like to have
It
one that
wasn't
I
even.
can. The biggest thing about him is I want one that I can actually play with and transform. More than once. Like the last time I transformed the OG one upstairs, I always get worried about Kill Bison, and I did go through 2 Kill Bisons before it was over, and I have a nice minty one on there now. So I always worry about that gold plastic with Kill Bison.
I like this figure here, this APC Toyz, because I really like this character. Her and Knockout were my 2 favorite characters in that time. And
yeah,
well, I liked Knockout and Arachnid here, and I like the spider thing, the helicopter, and just I like the colors too. Again, black, purple, a little fuchsia in there, like some gold, like
yeah.
And I thought this mode was cool too. So
she was in some good episodes of Prime too, like some of the better substantial episodes. She's in the episode where the mom gets taken into the base for the first time. That's my favorite episode. She's a big part of that episode.
She's kind of like the maybe not. I was gonna say like kind of the Boba Fett, like of that Transformers series, to where like Megatron or whatever, is like the main guy. He's your Darth Vader, and Optimus is your Luke, but still you have kind of this not really with them, but hey, they're evil.
Like a mercenary.
Kind of a mercenary on the side. Like she's still like she'll side sometimes with both, but mostly the bad, Decepticons. But she's really about her.
Yeah.
So I think
she's more of like an Asajj Ventress, if anything.
Yeah. So, and then we have Rising Force.
Who?
These Rising Force. These boys.
Third party.
Get a little bit of work.
Still working on that, huh? All right.
Still in prototype stage.
Dude, some companies, they take a while to get it going.
It looks.
Have you ever completed your Planet X Dinobots?
Oh,
or no, is it Planet? No, Gigapower.
Yeah, they
finished.
No,
I think they. Oh, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. It took like 4 years, but they did it. Yeah.
I wanted to just planning the releases as a full set instead of individuals.
You haven't finished your Fans Project Headmasters.
And you never will.
No.
You haven't even finished the Fans Toyz combiners either. So.
No chance, man. Nobody's got that many years on them left. I mean, come on.
Your retirement home, finally.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
And then New Age Toys. Kurt Fury, what's up, man?
Isn't this based on the old E-Hobby Shining Magnus?
Yeah.
I like the Prime there. Like the yellow Prime looks cool.
Yeah. New Age, they have their colors just pop on their little figures, but so do their prices.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you pull out your wallet to buy one of these things, it feels like you just got popped when you were like 6 years old doing something wrong, And then also New Age Toys.
Well, they didn't show it in that slideshow, but apparently it glows in the dark too.
Oh, okay. P Yellow Ultra Magnus, yeah.
Really does glow.
So that'll look better, once they get their colors going and stuff like that on theirs. And then
will it? It's Darker Than the Moon Megatron. Will it?
True. DNA add-ons. Yeah. Add-ons. Remember when we used to have like freaking 10 pages of just add-ons, and people would like, meet and get excited. Yeah, my favorite part, add-ons. Now it's like you get one or maybe two, none.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of them go onto the radar too, like Matrix Workshop or Nano.
A lot of the smaller ones, yeah. Some of those Shattered Glass add-ons are really cool. I mean, I don't buy a lot of them, but I did buy a few of those, and they were good. I like the Megatron one.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
because I got it.
Megatron's pretty good.
Also, this
I got the one for Star
that the one little figure that you can't do anything with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you can get this for Daniel, then you can get the Hasbro one for Spike.
I just want the sword.
There's some difference in the head and everything.
I like the horns too.
And the horns. But everything else, I don't need.
Yeah, they got to sell it to you as a package.
I wish. Does it come with both sets of horns? Both gray? No, doesn't look like it.
Well,
because I like the gray horns better because it's more cartoon.
Well, that's stock, right? Yeah, the gray
is stock.
Yeah.
It'd just be better if it came with the solid gray horns instead of just emitting them
hollowed out.
completely.
Yeah.
Because I like the cartoon look of the gray ones.
And then getting into Super 7, their reactions. Haven't seen these yet.
Is anyone even collecting these?
I look at them at the
got-
store.
I think I
Well,
have
that's
those
not why they
snake eyes.
produce them. They don't produce them for you to look at.
And then I see the price tag and I say, nope.
I have the whatever the regular Snake Eyes was. I have that one, and I have the one with the from the cartoon episode, the old man and the wolves with the sled. I have that one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That's a good set, at least. Yeah.
All right, and then Super 7 also doing the Ultimates. This is Wave 3. You know, like you haven't even got Wave 1 yet, have you?
Nope.
No.
And see, this goes back to what I was saying. You know, like 3 years ago, they're like, we want you to get a wave in that way. You know, we don't want to put too many pre-orders up, and we want you to get that one in so you can feel the quality and da da da. I'm like, look, man, they're just pumping it out and never shipping it to us.
Gotta hand it to them with their packaging, though. That's presentation.
I like most of their product. I don't believe in putting up 15 or so pre-orders without one being in hand. It's just a lot.
Waiting forever.
I mean, they made it to where you have no other option but to go through like BBTS, because like if you were buying all these things and there are all these waves and like it's like $200 or something, you know, a wave. It's like, dude, you're sitting there throwing in like a week, you're throwing down like $1,000, you know, and then the next week they're announcing waves, you know, the next waves for all these things, you're throwing another $1,000 down. And at the same time,
this is a tough one.
It's taken 2 years to get your stuff.
Yeah. I find this one to be a real tough one. Like, I'm not sure because they haven't come out yet. I don't know if I'm going to get them. I'm right on the fence. Like, part of me wants some of them, and do I cherry pick it? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm happy with Classified. Like, I'm 100%. I love Classified. So, I don't know. The good news is I'll be done with Turtles by the time the first one. If once Krang ships, I am getting Slash, but that's it. I'll be out of Turtles, which is great. And Thundercats, I'm almost done with Thundercats, which will be cool. So the only thing I'd be getting from them is Silverhawks and Joe if I get Joe. That's the good news. I wonder how deep other people are going to go with those lines, or are they going to be like me and get the basics and then call it a day?
I think that's what I'm doing with the gargoyles. I'm going to get the basics.
Yeah, just get the basics and call it a day.
Yeah. And then Walmart Collectorcon, which, I mean, whatever. Is there anything different with the Destro? I can't remember.
They're all slightly different.
I don't care about variants anymore. I remember when I used to with the Star Wars, and
I think that one was the star of the show.
Yeah, I mean, if I find them, I find them. If not, then I don't. You know, no more chasing for me.
You already have a gung ho from the previous wave in your collection.
And they changed up it looks like the face is different, but also the hat is different too.
I do like that guy.
Some of the accessories.
And they're giving them a little bit more realistic accessories instead of like blasters.
Mm-hmm. All I want is
I think that might. I'm not sure if I ordered Baroness or not. I can't remember if I actually put that order in.
Now this presentation. Now here's another one where I'm like, they're going to give you a Mindbender, a regular release. He's just not going to have all this stuff here.
Yeah.
you're gonna get it. Just like all those Star Wars exclusives. I mean, the packaging is awesome, but again, like San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, like I'm not gonna go out of my way to get this stuff. And seeing him also tells me, like, dude, we should be getting this Serpentor soonish,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or it should be the next exclusive, like Serpentor with Chariot, like if we're getting a Mindbender.
Yeah, I bet they're trying to figure out how to squeeze that budget out of like what's the price point for Serpentor with the Air Chariot. You know they're trying to figure out how to do that and keep it to a price point that people won't scoff at.
And then some Star Wars, some vintage collection, and the Black Series. Well, the only Black Series is these two guys at the edge. So this guy and this guy. The rest of it is vintage collection.
Yeah, the rest was that Walmart pre-order experience that we've all come to know and hate.
See, I didn't have that with the stuff that I pre-ordered. But again, it was probably
collection?
stuff that just no one wanted. No, the Transformers stuff.
The vintage collection. I don't know how it was working, but every few minutes they would become available to me. I don't know if what they were doing behind the scenes, but I think it took 45 minutes for all of it to swing around and be open. Like I was hitting refresh. I had all of them on separate windows hitting refresh, so I knew. And it was about every 3 to 4 minutes they would open up, and you'd have a little smidgen of time, and then they'd close, and then they'd open up. So I'm not sure what they were doing on the back end for that experience. But eventually I got them. It wasn't like it just wasn't a good experience, but it wasn't the worst experience. It was the lesser evil. I'm assuming they don't have to do that with Transformers because Transformers isn't Star Wars. You know what I mean?
I mean, they kind of did that off and on for just a couple minutes, but it wasn't like
they did.
You go to order it and it's out.
Yeah.
And then vintage collection. You mean to tell me you guys don't have a R2D2 already for vintage collection?
They try to put the different ones in the card. The card backs is the other end of the story on the vintage collection. Like the photos that they use and which ones.
Yeah.
It's more complex. Black Series, the packaging it just kind of blends in. No one really cares, right? Vintage collection, that's half the story is the card art. I do like that they're going to the thicker cardboard now.
What? Mr. Generic Trooper.
Yay.
Guy. That's got to be the least exciting looking figure in a long time.
You need those for your the Bespin Freeze set. That's really what they're for. They that's how they've been releasing things. If you look at it, like a set will come out, and then whether it's this one or the other diorama sets, they usually have some figures that they kind of fill in the gaps for.
Do we have this guy for Black Series? I can't remember. I don't think so.
I can't remember.
I don't think we have him for Black Series. No, we don't. He's the Death Star technician guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you only need like 2 of them. I think that's all you ever saw was 2 of them, right?
I think so.
I don't know. There's definitely a few.
Yeah, because they work in shifts. So yeah. Imperial Gunner. I don't know if that was his real name. But... And then I mean we all know what a stormtrooper looks like.
I think this one's
they don't know what a target looks like.
Yeah. This one's got the little holster, the black holster. So he's like legit OG.
Is this the vintage one or the Black Series?
No,
Vintage.
Vintage.
The only Black Series was the screen one.
Oh, okay.
And this guy over here.
The end one. Okay.
And then
So many.
you guys are getting
Yeah,
him. We already got him Black
I love that they're
Series.
doing the Clone Wars so heavy.
I mean, I don't understand
That's
why.
the retro stuff.
I guess
Let
if
the
there's a
completers
market,
have fun.
yeah, knock yourself out. That's a Black Series. It's another easy
Yeah.
pass.
That's the third one that they've done from Republic Commando stuff.
Dude, I don't even like the way it looks, so I haven't bought a single one of them.
Well, and
He
they're
could
using some of
benefit.
the bad match mold, aren't they?
That if you look at that figure, wouldn't he benefit from like red pouches, one on each side, or either just one on one side?
Oh
Just
yeah,
a red pouch on the
Yeah.
belt. He almost needs it.
and I mean, I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
That's an
you
easy
got your White
pass.
Vision, now you get your White Vader.
I ordered one. I don't know why.
Dude, I've got a ton of Vaders, and I do not need that one.
I might cancel it. I don't know.
Is it something from the comics or something? Or?
Yeah, there was a comic book. What if type of thing.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
They call those the publishing version.
I mean, it looks interesting, but it's not.
I like that Leia now. This comic book Leia. I mean, she's definitely looking like Padme, but with some different color choices. But I do like Leia in that outfit. And the head looks good. It doesn't look exactly like the comic, but it does feel right.
I think I'm gonna get the pass on both those. And then this one, I'll pick up him. So
yeah, I want this one.
I think
just wait. They'll release a bald one for Fallen Order.
I don't think I have another spot on Rogue One. Their shelf. I don't think I have one more spot, unless I got rid of somebody. Oh, I watched two cartoon series this week. One of them, Blade Runner, Black Lotus. I quite enjoyed that. Have y'all seen that?
No, I saw it was out, but I
never
didn't
heard
know
of
if it was good or not.
I thought it was really good. So it's like it's supposed to happen kind of in between the two Blade Runner movies, and it's got its own characters and stuff. I enjoyed it. All right. The other one only made it 3.5 episodes out of the 9, and that was the Star Wars Vision. The only episode worth watching is the first one, and then the rest I thought is garbage.
I still haven't finished it. I think I got to the third one, and I just
after the third one, and then I tried half of the fifth. Because I ended up going on IMDb and just looking at reviews, and like there was a bunch of people that were just like, oh, it's so like awesome anime, I love anime, and then other people were just like, yo, the first episode, awesome. If they would have just done the whole thing like that, like it's an old, Japanese, showdown like type series and develop the characters, it would have been awesome. But no, like, and then they come in the next episode, they're chibi characters and they're trying to make a band. And it's like, what? I like the whole time I was watching that, I'm like, what's even happening? I don't even know. I don't know what's happening here.
The third episode was really weird too, with the brother and sister.
Yeah. And then that's where I was just like, this is too much, man. My brain can't handle this. And then I saw that people were saying like the first and the fifth episode are the ones that you watch. The first one is just miles ahead of it, all the rest of them, but the fifth one's all right. I got halfway through the fifth one. I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. Also was looking at reviews on IMDb for Blade Runner, Black Lotus, and one of the reviews on there, I guess they have no idea anything about Blade Runner. They were like, I didn't like the animation because like a few of the characters, they looked so lifeless, like barely blinking their eyes. And I'm like, oh my god, you're so sorry. You mean the replicants? They're not human, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Like it seemed like such a dumb question, or you know, like a statement to make. You know, it's like if you're watching Transformers, you know, like, you know, they just don't act like humans. You know, it's like, no shit, they're robots. You know.
Hey, on this Black Series helmet, did you have the same thought I did? So my thought was, yeah, it's cool that they're doing like a trapper wolf, and he's got the wolf. It's very obscure, but it is kind of a repaint, right? But what if they had just done Commander Wolf's helmet? That was my first thought. Is if this was Commander Wolf, you'd probably bring in. I know I'd buy it. I love that helmet. I'd buy it. But I'm passing on this one, not because it's not cool, but I don't. It's not
my first thought is, why is it not a biker scout helmet, a Scarif stormtrooper helmet, AT-AT driver helmet?
Yep.
Snow trooper, flame trooper.
I mean, like, I can come up with a bunch of different ideas for helmets that I would rather see before another one of these. I'm selling my Poe Dameron.
It's not a new mold, right? I'm not wrong on that. It's a repaint of another helmet, right? Or am I wrong?
Let's see. Let me look at the grooves on.
And I know that they said
it may be the same as Luke's. It's Poe Dameron's is different.
Yeah.
But it may be the same as Luke from the angle I can look at it from.
Yeah. It's got new phrase. It's got phrases and stuff that he said. I mean, I guess he's only said a few things, but.
Because they still put in those electronics and stuff. Dude, those things are garbage. They're garbage.
I just didn't feel like it. So many, like you said, so many other ones that would have been great.
Like Jesse.
I mean, before
this is a good one.
Another one, Commander Cody. Like I want his helmet, or Rex helmet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't they do Rex?
It's that budget stuff, man. Like, I'm so tired of hearing like they got to do a certain number of repaints. Like, if people wouldn't buy them, then I'm not wrong, right? If people didn't buy them, they're not going to make them. Am I right?
Right.
Yeah, we all want certain helmets, and not all of us are going to collect all of them, but we would collect ones that we love.
I mean,
the Jesse release on this is much needed. Like, you could get him with that 3-pack, but I'm assuming on the aftermarket that's a lot more now. So,
I mean, before the Scarif Stormtrooper, it was universal that the most loved helmet is the Biker Scout. Like that's like, if you went and polled all the OG Star Wars fans, like best trooper outfit and helmet, and like half of them would be Biker Scout, maybe even more, and then the rest of the half would be like Stormtrooper or Snow Trooper. Like, they would all be mixed, but it would be dominated like a clear favorite by a Biker Scout. Like, how have you not done that? You could even paint it black like you did the Stormtrooper outfit. You could even do a black version of it.
Yeah.
So you talk about repaint.
That'd be really cool, a black Biker Scout helmet.
Yeah, because like, you even got that for the Black Series, and that was a Target exclusive. So I mean, they talk about want to do a repaint. I just gave you one, Hasbro.
The electronics, they could have a button where you could go between OG phrases and Mando phrases. I mean, there's lots. The Biker Scouts are even in the games.
The sound of Grogu biting him.
They just need to take out the electronics completely, because it's terrible. They're really just bad. And if you want it,
I'm so glad that they're doing this one. I mean, unless you have $700 sitting around, then you're not going to own this figure unless you got it when it came out.
What's her name again?
Yeah, that Shea Vizsla figure. Usually,
Vizsla,
unless
okay.
you have like $700 sitting around.
Jeez.
That's such a good decision to bring, just to put her back in the line. I love when they do things that make sense.
I forget how many Death Troopers I have now. It's like 14 or something like that, or 16.
At least these ones will be good to have around your Moff Gideon. Or if you did they do a vintage scale Orson Krennic?
How many are in that pack? Is it 4 or 5?
It's show 4. It was
in
one
that-
of them that had the shoulder quadrant to be kind of like the leader or whatever, and then 3 of the other ones.
Am I wrong that every time we've seen Death Troopers deploy, they deploy in 6? Or am I wrong on that?
6 or more. I don't think I've ever seen fewer.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I thought they deployed in 6 from the movies that or the show, the things that we've seen them in. Anyway, I think it should have been 6 just because of that.
Randy Books, what's up, man? He says, I hope Black Series calms down on the troopers. Yeah, man, that's all that repaint stuff, I think we've already looked at all that. Oh, yeah, Randy, you can't. I don't know if you were here earlier. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Okay, yeah. I'll show Randy real quick.
It's a gun show.
Yeah. So Springfield Saint, and then Vortex Scope. So. Let's see. Go back to this.
Comes with a soft case. Yay!
Yeah, it does, man. It's nice. It has a thing for 2 extra mags on the outside, so I'll have it loaded, and then 2, magazines on the outside. I've got for my 9, I've got like 7 magazines. Like, dude, I'm ready to go with that sucker. Are any of y'all buying these little guys?
I'm not.
Can't say that I am.
I just cherry picked the 6-inch stuff.
They look cool, but yeah.
Dude, that face, on that figure. Look at it.
Buzz, your girlfriend.
Woof. Yeah.
Woof.
I guess I don't understand the appeal, like why they put these out. Because I always see them in clearance at Walmart. I mean,
It's
they don't even
that lower price point, making sure that they do the things that corporate Toy America needs to do. Check the box.
This is a pass for me too, because you already got her, and I'm not buying any of those VHS.
Me neither. Not because I don't love the show.
Something's wrong with her face. Yeah, something's wrong with her face too. Am I wrong?
No, she looks sad in some of the pictures I saw.
Like, look at this one.
But again, we've been spoiled with the 6-inch legends. The female faces over the last 6 years, they've been so good. Some of the best sculpts we've ever gotten.
This face right here.
Yeah, she looks very sad, like her puppy died, or Cyclops just got murdered.
Yeah. Scott, yeah. Wolverine just like impaled Scott. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other gene we already have from the Legends is better than this.
Well, the hair looks too plasticky too. Like, doesn't look as good as some of the other ones.
Yeah, which one? That gene, she came with Wolverine and Cyclops with a bomber jacket, I believe, right? It was a 3-pack.
The love triangle 3-pack.
Yeah.
It's hard because we kind of have seen what animation model figures can look like, and what they're doing is sort of kit bashing and painting it to try to be like that, but it's not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These two look good. Got Moon Knight and Mr. Knight.
Yeah, I might pick up the Moon Knight.
They're doing this as a 2-pack. I think it's going to be an Amazon exclusive. So you've already got him. You've already got her. I don't know why you need to buy a 2-pack doing the exclusive.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pay much attention to this, so I don't know if there's any differences in that Doc Ock or not.
I don't think there is.
I don't mind them doing repaints of some of the figures that you can only get like one of with that body, like Doc Ock's body. I just appreciate that the original one we got was really good. So I don't really have a problem when they do that.
And then new villains. That's from the whatever. I was gonna say the silly cartoon, but they're both silly. So
yeah, I don't watch that one. That one doesn't exist to me.
The Doc Ock has a different head. Yeah. See, I'm not gonna go out and buy an extra because of a different head. I'd like a Filmation version of her. That Hordak might be your best one so far.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Hordak's. So Hordak's usually always my favorite in a line.
Who's that?
Jitsu. Come on, Dalton. You got to learn your
Masters. Yeah.
Universe,
My
man.
He-Mans.
Yeah, you learn. He-Mans.
Yeah, I mean, other than the sword, there's no way anybody would have known that was a 2000X He-Man.
This one, yeah.
There's no way. Maybe the belt buckle, maybe.
Because I was looking at this and I'm like, I recognize that sword, but I don't like. What is this He-Man though?
Oh, and maybe the hairstyle too, a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
God no.
Yeah, some of these I enjoy. I enjoy that one. There's a few that I enjoy that we're getting.
This is a good pack here.
I like getting the Zor.
And more.
This is my favorite pack. These
this
are my
one
favorite.
here.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Got antenna. All right, let's see if Dalton knows them. Who's that, Dalton?
It's Skeletor, obviously.
Yeah. And
2000X.
Yeah. You have to look at the sword.
Well, then
You have to look at the sword.
Yeah.
You're just looking at the head. You're like, it's an odd looking Skeletor, but like where is he from? You have to look at his weapon to know where he's
figure it
from.
out. Yeah.
You know who this is? Dalton?
Grizzlor?
Very good.
Sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. And little side note, there's also a brown-faced one variant as well. So, you know who this is?
Leech?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
God, Dalton, you actually do know this stuff.
He's on fire.
I know a little bit. I don't know a whole lot.
This is a cool
These
one.
are the ones that matter.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's cool that you can, I guess, switch out his hands so you don't have to have
Yeah, I love that.
permanent suction cups all the
The
time.
hands
That
and
is-
Well,
the
with the
face,
face.
too. You
Yeah.
can switch out the head, yeah. So he'll be a delight.
Oh, you know who my boy is?
That's Mosquito, isn't it?
No, well, I mean, close. Snout Spout.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Elephant head.
the elephant-based one. Okay.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, and he's got 2 different heads. So you can do the water with them or just have them like this. You know what? I would probably just screw the gimmick. I'm not doing the gimmick, but like I would still keep this head on them because it reminds me of the OG.
Yeah.
Roton.
The Origins line is getting almost all the classics vehicles, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
getting there. Think we'll get a
Oh.
Fright Zone.
And a 40th anniversary He-Man.
Yeah, I'm dying to get this one.
Oh, they're
It's
putting
pretty
that,
good.
they're putting that brown wash like the Transformers.
Got the
Yeah.
dirt,
They laid it
sweat, and
on.
grime. Dirty He-Man.
Yeah, I like
Dude,
it.
I saw one of those. Someone may have returned it or something, but there was one of those muddy Mandos at Target today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, that thing looks terrible.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I skipped that one.
The only reason to get it is for Grogu and the Pram.
Yeah, that's right. The Pram is, yes, not even worth it to me. Coming up on some NECA stuff. Guess what? NECA, they are like, hey, you know that video game that didn't really do that well? We're gonna make those aliens. Bill tried to get me to buy this video game. I'm like, when it came out, I'm like, no, I don't think so. I don't even think you guys are gonna play it that long, and they didn't. You ready to add these to the Alien collection, Rick? You're over 770 figures. Jeez.
Wow.
I have no idea how many I have, to be honest.
I'd have to count mine again.
I've
It's been
lost
so
count.
long.
I know that it's bad. I mean, I can tell you it's bad. I know that Hot Toys, I've got over 350 now. Just Hot Toys.
Jeez.
And then, doing the Turtles 2, I'm good. Like, I got the Turtles 1. Those look better than the Turtles 2 because this is when they were all goofy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need the goofy
Combat
ones.
Cold Cuts.
You gotta have the
Plus,
combat
I'm a
cold
Donnie fan, and I don't really like Donnie's face in this one. He's got look at his smirk that he's always got. I don't know. His head looks weird in this one.
Was it that one or the first one where like there's a scene where he leans back and you can actually see the guy's mouth inside of the mask?
Oh no, I haven't seen that. Don't ruin it. I don't want to see that.
Just for that,
I do like the original one I watched frequently, but I haven't watched the second one in a while.
I mean, I enjoy both of them. The first was the best. The second one was like, that's nice. It's a little different pace. I don't watch. We don't talk about the third one.
The third one does not exist. Yeah.
Randy, he
What
got a
third one?
Beretta today. Nice. And Action Figure Expert says, so counting my action figures after 30,000.
Oh my god.
Let's just
Yeah.
keep them in bins.
I understand that life.
In life.
Coming out with these guys, I guess they're just reissuing them. Because I already have these. I've had them.
Well, didn't they
They're
just
nice
put up
looking. I mean, if you're into
the
Turtles,
animated series versions too?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some animated versions at Target. And then here's a accessory pack. Again, like when it comes to this stuff, like, dude, I don't have anywhere to put that stuff, so I don't care about it. I don't order it. Like if you were doing like dioramas and stuff like that, or doing a lot of photography, I can see that,
Yeah.
you're getting a lot of use of it. Oh, 770 Black Series.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, they've gone up on all their pricing too, because like I remember you get them for $100, right? It's $25 a figure, or they were selling the 2-packs for $50, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, here's the 4-pack, it's 150. And it's like you've increased a whole $50.
Yeah, that turned me off.
Like where did the extra $50 come in at? Because like you were just selling the 2-packs. Fugitoid, got to pick him up. He's at Target. It's not bad.
That's for the comic. Yes. Yeah.
He's just, I mean, the way he's done is you could put him with your cartoon one as well for your cartoon, and that's what I'm doing. And then I forget who this is, but I don't care. It's for comic.
Nice.
And then this is supposed to be Target. Use your animated Tonka Razor. I haven't seen this yet. I've seen everything else, all the reissues and stuff at Target, but no Demona
Target was
and no this.
loaded. I'm assuming everybody's Targets are loaded.
Not
When I
mine.
went the other day, they had a lot of product, a lot of NECA product.
Yeah, like that. I bought these guys too, the Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. They had Pizza Monsters there. They had They had the Ace Duck 2-pack.
Oh, nice. I like the Ace Duck. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
they
the
already
whole
got- they
reason.
had the Anthrax 2-pack.
You know the whole reason they decided to get the turtle license was so they could do the Pizza Monsters because they look like xenomorphs.
They do, don't they? Yeah.
And then so this is 14 inches long, 12 inches high, and like 8 inches wide. Rick, who wants? Does anyone know the price of this? If you do, then don't say it out loud. But if you don't, then we'll do the prices right.
This is a store product.
Online order.
Probably online. So Sport, you already know what the price is.
Yes.
Okay, then you can't play.
I can't
So
I don't.
Rick,
It's an online order only.
yeah.
And what's the size? 14 by what?
14 by 8 by 12.
The wheels roll.
Well, I mean, they're gonna fall
Hopefully,
off
yeah.
because it's NECA, but
You're saying there's a plastic axle.
yeah. So here's your dimensions here.
150.
All right, Dalton.
I'm gonna say 300.
Delirium says $799.99. Ooh, and I'm sorry, but you said 150, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we doing who got closest? I feel that way.
The Price is Right rules.
Well,
Instead of Price is Right, otherwise Dalton could have just came in at 151. Then Dalton got closer because it's
Yeah.
250.
Wow.
Can you imagine shelling out $250 for something that, you know,
No.
you look at their quality history and be like,
No.
eh, 1 out of
Yeah, I
every
didn't.
4 is probably
Dude,
going to get broke.
have they made a vehicle before? NECA?
I think it's their first one. Like this, anyway.
Dude, I don't trust them. I see so much stuff on here that's going to be snapped off. I see that's going to be
Scary, dude.
snapped
Yeah.
off. Oh, as soon
Mm-mm.
as you put a figure on this thing right here, it's just going to snap off the back. Like,
It looks. Yeah, that's dangerous.
It does have electronics. The headlights work and all that.
dude, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
But to Dalton's point, it's they're testing the waters for that Bronx or Brooklyn motorcycle. Testing the water.
they should have started with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Release it for
And-
$80 with
his
Brooklyn
folded
wings.
wings.
Yeah.
and the jacket and the helmet.
That would
Yep.
be so cool.
I'd buy that.
Dude, and
Even
what is it?
know that their product is iffy.
You can go buy but see, like, why buy those? Because you can go get, like, is it like a McFarlane motorcycle or whatever for like $30? You know? He gets the glasses.
Nice.
They don't fit on there too well, but that was an attempt. I do like the mouth opening. Looks like the tongue moves too. And SH Figure Arts, just a couple more pictures. They're doing the Batman. So, and this looks way better than the McFarlane. Isn't this movie hitting HBO late April?
I don't know.
I think that was the time. I thought it was April, either April or May, but I thought it was April. And then Four Horsemen, like, don't know any of these characters, but it's Four Horsemen, so of course they look incredible.
Yeah.
They got quite a few pictures, so I'm gonna kind of speed through them a little bit. Mattel needs to do whatever they have to do to get Four Horsemen back in their door, so that they can just, or I guess they would have the molds, and the rights to it. They should just reissue a bunch of the classics, Filmation style.
They kind of have some of the multiverse figures are done by the Four Horsemen, but not completely.
I don't like the way the Masterverse looks.
Be cool if Hasbro got Four Horsemen again for a little bit too, because their head sculpts for the Collectors Club stuff was awesome.
If I didn't collect a bunch of different stuff, like, I would definitely be in on these, and just like they're cool designs.
Yeah.
They look like they're just some cool figures to put on your shelf.
I always say every time I see them that if there was like a Netflix show or even a comic book that I can sub to monthly, I'd be in trouble trying to backtrack and get some of these characters.
And they're kind of modular. You can switch out some parts and stuff.
No, I'm saying that Mattel owns the rights to Master Universe.
Yeah, they do.
And so that they could reissue, those figures, even though they've already paid for Horsemen for the design,
Yeah, they have the molds. Mattel.
Hopefully they know how much they're going for.
They know, but they're just sitting on it.
I was all in last year. My one goal was to complete that line until some of them got to that $600 to $800 mark, and well, I'm selling. I just sold a few.
Look at the difference. We just looked at Marvel Legends, and now we're looking at Marvel Selects.
Yeah, night and day, huh?
Whatever. What is it? The meme the kid's like, I want
Just not a-
Marvel Legends Moon Knight. No, son, we have Moon Knight at home.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
God. And then Mafex. These went up for pre-order in Japan, so probably US pretty soon, if not already. But Magneto and Cyborg. I want that. I like that cape for the Magneto.
I love their capes are superior.
It looks like that's all wiring and everything in there. Otherwise, I don't know how you would get it to do that unless someone's hitting it from back with a blow dryer.
It's all soft goods, isn't it?
The capes, yeah, they're wired too.
It's quite a ironic pairing, these two, as far as like news item.
Yeah.
I thought I muted that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's an awesome figure. And then here you go. Here's some of your McFarlane.
I'm not even gonna start the conversation about
just
that.
a couple of knives.
Just a couple of knives.
Yeah, that's the part that hurts. But then he say he wants to do something like a accessory pack. Yeah.
Yep, gun packs, which will ironically have the guns that go to the DC fig. I mean, he's in a spot. I don't blame him.
A couple of knives.
Yeah, man. This one hurts more than Hush, I think, because when I think of Grifter, like, I don't think I've ever seen him in a panel without a gun. I mean,
yeah, Grifter, Red Hood. I mean, come on,
yeah,
a bunch of others,
I thought he just had guns for hands. I mean, because he's on every panel you see guns.
How about a shovel? Can I interest you in a shovel?
That's not dangerous at all, right?
Yeah. And Batman just has the 2 batarangs. I mean, it just like you watch DC movies and just going back to Batman, Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, and then you have Jack Nicholson, aiming his gun. You ever dance with the devil? Oh,
yeah.
boy. And then, but like DC that like in charge of the toys, they're like, yeah, but he's holding like a baton or something to the gun, like, but we'll just give him a knife,
that's a really small one,
or a shovel. Yeah, give him a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Guns don't exist in our dark universe.
I mean, I guess the guys on Etsy are like, when they saw this, they were like, yes. It was like, after G.I. Joe Classified Wave 1, and then now, McFarlane with his hands tied and this no gun rule. Guys on Etsy are like, let's go.
3D printer time, yeah.
Good for them. I mean, they can make a business out of it.
Yeah.
3-0, 1/6 scale stuff going on now. And they teased Firefly, but they only have one picture, so.
I have told myself I'm not doing the 3-0.
Oh, they're using that technology where they don't have the bin there, that it's like actually in there and it's kind of like a skin over.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like. I like that. I like that. I forget which figure it was, but you were showing me that one when you first got one, and it was like one of the first try attempts at it, and it was like, wow, that's amazing. That like this next level.
Yeah, they have gotten better.
Here you go. You want that Clone Wars sideshow?
Yeah, I saw this.
That's really cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is.
Dakota should get it. You know, it could, because it'd be smaller. It can be the well. How
It's
smaller
tough
would it
because
be?
the way I feel about this particular line is, and I don't feel like that's about every single line, but this one in particular, because you got Hot Toys coming out, you got your regular sideshow, you got other stuff, and this one's specific to that Clone Wars animation. I feel like it's almost like when you build your baseball team and you're trying to figure out what the lineup is. You're trying to make really smart choices, with who's up at bat, and I feel the same way about this. And this one's a tough one because I feel like if the third one had been Asajj Ventress or Dooku,
Oh,
I would have probably been at least 3 in. And then if they did Ahsoka and then maybe one more villain and then Yoda. I don't know. Like, I've thought about it because I've got Anakin and Obi-Wan on pre-order, but I haven't hit the trigger on Yoda. It's the same way with Mace Windu. Like, I feel like he would have been one where I would have been, all right, I'll get that.
what about Arkansas Loki?
Arkansas Loki.
I
Oh,
don't need him or his Louisiana Gator.
Or is Louisiana Frog either.
Yeah. Arkansas Loki. That's good.
Do you remember that picture for Arkansas Aquaman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where,
Oh,
where it
it's
was just that
one of my
that,
favorites.
that big guy standing in the middle of like a lake with a rake in his hand.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was great.
Jeez.
Yeah, I like this guy on the show, but I don't need a action figure of him.
And there you go. Book of Fett. I mean, it's basically just
Yeah, you only see
K2SO.
that thing. That purge scene is only what, like 4-5 seconds.
Oh, there's going to be another one that's more out of left field than this one coming up here in a second.
I like it when they do ones that I can skip, though. Those are sometimes good news.
Well, it's not Star Wars, but it's from another movie where we were like, okay, maybe they're just doing this one figure, like
Yeah.
because this movie did terrible. Well, we'll go ahead and do it now. There you go. Like that was the Angelina Jolie. You're like, maybe they're doing it for Angelina Jolie. Like, whoa, you're going all in on these?
Wow. They're like, we can't turn back now. We got the license. What are we gonna do?
They're like, guys, we didn't even.
Wow. All right, I want to know total units sold on this one.
I mean, I like the actor. The actor, I like him. This movie was just
it's
bomb.
He's fine. If you were just taking up like a ballpark estimate of how many you think they'll sell, like worldwide, just
I want to know what's the number on Angelina Jolie, because I could, like we said, I could see some people buying her just because they were fans of her.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
And like I said, I like this actor. I've seen him in several Korean things. but like I'm not. Again, it's like I liked Game of Thrones. I'm not buying any of those figures. You know, like
Do you think it's more than 2,000? The low number.
half of those has got to be in Korea.
I'm just curious. I would love to know. I'm just really curious because
I don't think there's 2,000. Were there 2,000 people that even watched that movie? Like in theater?
Oh man,
I'm serious. Like if you look at the box office, look how much money it is, and then it's 2,000 people, $10 a ticket. So anyways, Moon Knight.
Yeah, I
I think everybody when they watch it at Disney. When it came to the Disney Plus, and they're just like, God, thank God I didn't bring out the whole damn family to spend $100 to go see this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when's Top Gun hit? When does that come out? That's the next
May
movie I want to go.
17th or something.
Should have been 2 years ago.
Dude.
The trailer looks hot.
Dude, the first trailer was good too.
I like the first trailer the best. Yeah.
Because it was like not really, it was just the sounds of the engine and the build up and just
the theme, like the main theme.
Yeah, and some music in there. Like, and that's what I need on those trailers. That gets me hyped. Like, I don't need to know a whole bunch of dialogue and what the plot's about. Like, it's Top Gun. Like,
yeah, man.
To be honest, I really don't care what the plot of the movie is about.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good. I like that first trailer a lot.
I remember
Moon Knight's a show. Well, a lot of the shows are like that, but not all of them need it 100%. But Moon Knight is a show that they needed to just drop the whole series to be, I like it so far, but I think I would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah, I'm waiting until it's all out.
Yeah, I think that's smart for this particular one for sure.
Yeah, or at least do 2 episodes at a time every week.
Yep, I always agree with 2 episodes. Yep. I'm so psyched that Kenobi is the first 2, even though it moved back 2 days. The fact that it's 2 episodes when it drops, I'm so excited about that.
And it's 6 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only like 6 episodes, so.
What do you think about? I like that fabric on the jacket there. The clothes look nice.
What company is this? Hot Toys or is this? Who is this?
In Art.
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, they're 1/6 scale. I mean, face sculpt looks good. The hair is real.
Yeah.
Looking and stuff, and that the soft goods on this looks.
Yeah, the face is just out of this world.
Like this is Hot Toys level.
That's next level. It's well, and I don't have the newest versions that Hot Toys did of this one. I have whatever the first 2 versions were.
Did they do?
So I haven't held one of the new ones, but this one looks better than the face. Looks better than
look
the
at
Hot
these
Toys
fingers. Yeah, this one looks even better than Hot Toys. I wonder how much this thing is.
It looks really good.
$799.99.
$799.99.
No, I'm just throwing that out there.
Dude, like even the socks. Look at all the detail on the socks and stuff. Since we're getting a new Top Gun movie, we need another Hot Shots. I personally am not a big fan of the corny.
Yeah, I have a hard time with it. Like the corny as I get is
like Naked Gun
I really like
and Robin Hood Men in Tights and stuff. Like
yeah,
I can't really do it.
I'm not a fan either. Ghostbusters is really as corny as I get. They balance their corny really well when it's done right.
Look at these hands.
Yeah, man. I wish we would have gotten him in multiple movies. It's just
Oh
sad.
yeah. This thing this is one of the best looking 1/6 scale figures I've ever seen.
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
good.
I kind of want to hurry up now because I want to see if they have a price listed. Oh, and so
Yeah, we know.
they have hair where it's like it's real hair and then it's plastic too. Yeah, because see there it's plastic, like it's not real hair, so you got the two different heads. So, dude, I'm doing real hair. Or maybe it's just real hair. Okay, it comes with all that. Okay. Oh, so there's two different. I guess this would be the deluxe or whatever. Toy Mafia, $1,050.
Oh my god.
Metal alloy. Blah blah blah. What's the price, man? All right, let's see if it's up here.
What's the scale? Make sure is it 1/6 for sure?
Yes, it's 12 inches tall.
Okay.
Double figure edition with rooted hair. Prices and release date haven't been released yet. Oh, so this one's called In Art. So that's something we'll keep an eye on. And that's nothing. All right. Yeah, $1,050 for that. That would be a little too much for me, to be honest. I mean, I'm looking at that and I'm like, dude, if he's about like, because it's not In Art. I've never even heard of that brand before. So
Yeah.
if maybe they're coming out with that and being like, hey, but we got to put it, can't make a huge profit on this because we need a bunch of people to buy it, and then they fall in love with their stuff and then they'll buy more. So if it's in between like $200 to $300, I mean, it's got to be more than $300.
Yeah, especially with the background, the jail cell and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I'm thinking. And then the rooted hair too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe 500 to 600.
I could see it being like 470 or something like that.
I'd say $499, something like that.
Yeah. What's the name of the company?
Oh shit, I've already forgot. It's like In Art, INART. Yeah, have they done something else before?
I don't know.
We'll definitely keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Because I'd be interested to see what else they do. I mean, if that company
can
give me
Toy Mafia is right.
Of interest.
$799.
Wow. No.
Oh, $1,000?
$1,050.
Wow. Deep pockets. Yeah.
The cash that he comes with, is it real? Like, so it's basically kind of like a rebate. Can you like blow it up and make it like real size? Like
probably
single purple coat, sculpted hair, $350. Oh, the sculpted hair one is $350. Yeah, but dude, that real hair, I mean, that made it look so much better.
Yeah.
But dude, that's a
nuts.
$700 difference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but also if you buy that thing, that's going in your prime real estate spot.
Yeah. You put it on a pedestal or either like at just eye level in wherever you know your setup is.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend $1,000 for it, but
No,
I
you could
would
almost get
love
your
to have.
Batmobile. You could almost
Oh
get your
shit,
'89 Batmobile.
dude! That's why I'm selling Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull, because I'm like, that's where the Batmobile would have to go, and that can also pay for the Batmobile. So like, I'm
That's
killing two birds. Like the Batmobile, that's the only place it could go is where those things are, and plus those can pay for the Batmobile, plus put a little more money in my pocket too. So yeah.
Yeah. I
Plus,
don't
I'll be
blame you.
selling all the vehicles as well that I've never messed with. I got all their boxes and stuff. So yeah, Saline County Comic Convention's gonna be big. So hey, come with a lot of money.
Now,
I'm probably gonna have like 10 grand worth of stuff up there.
are you doing like a U-Haul? Are you really
Uh,
carrying like a lot of?
I'm taking the SUV. My mom's she's got an SUV. Well, it's not like a huge. It's like it's a Lexus
Yeah,
RX. You know, but I have to lay
because
down.
those items are big. Those are big items.
Yeah. So I just God driving freaking gas, man, all the way up there, back to Texas.
What's gas right now where you're at? Just
Well,
what's
hers,
your regular price?
it's like, I think regular is like 345 or something, like at Walmart. You know, like if you were wanting to get it at like a real good place, like you'd want to go to Shell, and it'd be more. But like in the Jetta, the VR6, like I've got to put Supreme in it, and so that's more. But her Lexus, it only takes regular unleaded, so I think it even gets better gas mileage than mine as well. Because
the last I checked, mine is at 380 for regular.
Yep, I paid $399 this week.
That's what I pay over here for unleaded. Well, I have to take premium, so it's more. It's like $4.37 and 9/10.
I won't say it on the show, because I just said we'll always basically stick to
the non-politics.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So I don't want to break that promise to the viewers. So my uncle was saying something about Texas. He goes, dude, Texas can support itself. Like, we just need to become our own country. So, it's just like screw all these other states. But I mean, we're Texans, so we all think that way. And like, we support ourselves. Anyways, let's sign out. Where can people find
Sorry,
you?
I forgot to mute again. I'm Dalton. You can find me everywhere at DaltoniaSTF, YouTube Daltonia95, and hopefully I'll be better within the next few days. So I've got a trip to El Paso here in 2 weeks.
Oh, you coming
nice.
to Texas? All right, you gonna ride? You gonna ride a bull, or what you want to do?
Don't
ride a bull.
No comment.
You will get flung, dude. Do you know how to ride a horse?
Nope.
Okay, well, you definitely don't want to get on a bull then.
Nope.
And you don't want to get.
I don't. I don't want to run before I can walk.
A wild horse. you need a small horse that just likes to trot around,
like a little pound cake. What is Shetland?
A pound cake won't be able to hold.
Not a Shetland pony, but you can get a pony, But you can go to several like ranches and stuff like that. Like they'll teach everything. They'll teach you how to put a saddle on and all that. Like I mean I could, but I'm not there.
All I know is person I'm staying with, a friend of theirs is coming down. They're smoking some brisket that Saturday, so looking forward to that.
Oh well, it's Texas. There's always brisket going on.
I like that.
I love brisket.
Yeah, there's
Well,
always
then
Yeah.
I'm also
brisket.
going to go try Chico's Tacos down there in El Paso. Always heard about it.
Yeah, well, all the Mexican. Oh, well, it's Tex-Mex. You know, we also have Mexican food too. So
Well,
it's
I
all
think
good.
being in El Paso, I think it'll be more Mex-Mex.
More Mexicans, yeah.
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 All right, Rick, where can people find you?
Yep. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Shatrdglassjazz.
And you can find me here on YouTube as Sportimus and on Twitter and Instagram as Sportimus Prime. And I do know how to ride a horse.
And you can find me, G1Xtron, on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.